When people enter the world of cryptocurrency, one of the very first tools they encounter is a Web3 digital wallet. Among the most popular choices, particularly across the Solana ecosystem and extending into networks like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polygon, and Base, is Phantom Wallet. However, for beginners and experienced investors alike, a crucial question almost always arises before committing assets. Is Phantom Wallet truly free? To answer this question clearly, we have to look at the difference between software access and operational execution. The short answer is yes, Phantom Wallet is completely free to download, set up, install, and hold assets in. Whether you choose to download the mobile application on iOS or Android, or install the browser extension on Chrome, Brave, Edge, or Firefox, there is no subscription model, no upfront cost, and no account opening fee. However, calling Phantom Wallet entirely free without qualification can be misleading. While downloading and opening the wallet costs nothing, utilizing its features on live blockchain networks introduces costs that every user must understand to avoid unexpected expenses or lost funds. The primary confusion for most users stems from the fear of hidden charges, scam links, or mysterious balance deductions. To compensate these validators for their computational energy, every transaction submitted to a blockchain requires a small payment made in that specific network's native cryptocurrency. If you're using Phantom on the Solana blockchain, network fees are exceptionally low. A typical Solana transaction usually costs a tiny fraction of a cent, often around 0.00005 to 0.001 SOL. Because these costs are so minimal, users often perceive Solana transactions as effectively free. However, if you utilize Phantom to manage assets on the Ethereum mainnet, the story changes dramatically. Ethereum gas fees fluctuate based on network congestion and computational complexity. Sending Ethereum or interacting with an Ethereum smart contract can cost anywhere from a few dollars to tens of dollars per transaction during peak traffic hours. It is vital to recognize that Phantom Wallet does not keep, set, or profit from network gas fees. The gas fee goes directly to the validators on the respective blockchain. If a transaction fails due to network congestion or high slippage, the gas fee is still consumed by the network because the validators performed the computational work to process the request. The second category of cost involves Phantom's optional in-app features. While transferring tokens to an external wallet address only incurs standard blockchain gas fees, using convenience features built directly into Phantom's user interface comes with a service charge. The primary example of this is the built-in swap feature. When you exchange one cryptocurrency for another directly inside the Phantom interface, Phantom routes your trade through decentralized liquidity aggregators to find a fast path. For providing this seamless convenience without forcing you to manually connect to an external decentralized exchange, Phantom collects an in-app service fee, typically around 0.85% on applicable swaps. This service fee is clearly displayed on the confirmation screen before you authorize the swap. If you want to bypass this fee, the actionable workaround is simple. Instead of using the built-in swap button, you can connect your Phantom Wallet to a decentralized exchange platform directly and execute your trade there, paying only the standard network gas fee. The third category of cost arises when interacting with fiat-to-crypto gateways. If you use Phantom's built-in options to buy cryptocurrency directly using a debit card, credit card, bank transfer, or Apple Pay, you are using integrated third-party payment processors like MoonPay, Coinbase Pay, or Robinhood. These external payment processors charge processing, payment method, and conversion fees that can range from 1% to over 3.5%, depending on your location and payment type. Again, these charges are levied by payment facilitators, not Phantom itself. Another technical detail that often catches new Solana users off guard is the concept of token account rent. On the Solana blockchain, holding a new token or creating an NFT account requires reserving a tiny amount of SOL to store that data on-chain. This storage deposit is known as rent. Phantom manages this automatically, but when you trade or hold a brand new token for the first time, a small fraction of SOL, around 0.002 SOL, is temporarily locked to open the token account. Importantly, this storage deposit can be reclaimed later using token burner tools or closing empty accounts once you no longer hold that specific token. Understanding these mechanics alleviates the common fear that a self-custodial wallet is secretly draining funds. Phantom is a non-custodial wallet. This means you maintain 100% control over your private keys and your funds. Phantom has no access to your wallet, cannot initiate transactions on your behalf, and cannot charge hidden recurring fees. To keep your experience both safe and cost-effective, follow a few actionable rules. First, always maintain a small balance of the network's native coin, such as SOL for Solana or ETH for Ethereum, in your wallet at all times. Without native tokens, your account will be unable to pay network gas fees, leaving your funds stuck until you deposit enough gas money to process a move. Second, carefully review every transaction prompt before clicking confirm. Phantom explicitly breaks down the estimated gas fee, any convenience service fees, and the exact token amounts being sent or received. Third, to minimize gas costs on congestion-heavy networks like Ethereum, consider performing non-urgent transactions during off-peak hours when network activity drops. In summary, Phantom Wallet is entirely free as a software tool. Downloading the app, storing assets, and receiving crypto carry zero cost. The costs you encounter while using Phantom are strictly tied to real-world blockchain operations, validator gas fees required by the network itself, third-party payment gateway fees when buying with cash, and optional convenience fees if you choose to use built-in token swap features. Knowing the distinction allows you to navigate Web3 with confidence, safety, and complete control over your crypto expenses.